Yo guys, how's it going? And welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be hopping into the most important sales technique that you need to start implementing for your social media marketing agency. Now I just want to preface this by saying this is not a massively in-depth sales technique. This is not anything to do with emotional selling or logical selling that, as you know, we talk about a lot when it comes to selling deals and closing clients for your social media agency. This is something broader. This has got something to do with your mindset, but it is the most important sales technique, because if you do not have what I'm about to go into, the emotional sell, the logical sell, persuasion, none of that stuff matters. Because if you don't have this, what I'm about to talk about today, the rest is useless, okay? And that is believing in your products and offering the best service. That is 100% the best sales technique that you can implement. Because let me give you a little example, and this is from my experience. Now, this isn't to do with my agency, this is to do with a digital product that I sell. So when I first got started out with my personal brand, I got advice from somebody to release an ebook for like £10, and they told me that this ebook should not be filled with value, it should purely be filled with content that upsells them onto another program. So I didn't really like the idea of it, but I did it anyway because I paid for a coaching call for this person. I spent a lot of money on their advice, so I started to implement it. I created this ebook, and the whole ebook, all it was just an upsell. There was no value in it, yet people were purchasing it. Every single time I got a sale on that ebook, even though it was like £12, I cringed. My skin would crawl. I would feel so awkward because I knew it wasn't filled with value. I now sell products worth thousands, and every single time I get a sale, I'm so pumped, not for me and not for the money that I'm receiving, but from the investment that somebody has made into themselves. Now, isn't it crazy how I could charge $1,000 for something compared to £12 for something, but the something I'm charging $1,000 for, I'm way more pumped and excited for the person than the person that spent £12. Why is that? Why do I feel more comfortable selling something that is 100 times the price than something 100 times cheaper? Why is that? It's because I know the value ingrained in this and I believe in that product, okay? And that is the biggest takeaway for you here today with your social media agency. You can sell a service for $400 per month and automate it and outsource it to some guy in the Philippines for $50 per month. And in the short term, you're taking home, huge profit margins. But you will never ever feel really confident in selling your service because you know the only reason you're doing it is for short-term monetary gain on your behalf. Instead, you need to flip the script. You need to change it a bit. And you need to look at this from a point of view of, okay, how can I provide the most value to my clients? Even if that means in the short term, I am taking home less profit margin, because maybe what you're doing is paying a team member, but you're paying a top 1% expert. So let's keep the numbers simple. Let's say you have a $1,000 per month client, and rather than paying them $100 and taking home $900 and getting 90% profit margins, you instead pay somebody $700. So you're only taking home 30% profit margin compared to the 90% you were taking before. Now in the short term, you'll make more money, okay? Because yes, you make $900 per month, but I guarantee you after 1 to 2 months, maybe 3 months, that client is going to leave because you are not providing the value and you're not providing the service. Whereas if instead that client, you pay a bit more for a team member, a freelancer, a top 1% expert, you pay more and you take less in the short term, over the long term, that client will stay with you for longer and you will also get referrals. You need to build the best goddamn service or product on the market. And when you do that, a funny thing happens. Not only will you make more money because you'll get more referrals and the lifetime value of your customer goes up, but you'll find it so much easier to sell because you know the value that you're providing. You know that you are offering such a great service. So look at me as an example. I had a £12 ebook that I knew wasn't any good, that was purely just a sales tactic. But every single time I made a sale, even though the person was investing less and I was taking less money per sale, I felt horrific in making that sale. Whereas like I say, I now sell retainers, anywhere from 1 to 10k per month retainers. I sell, courses and coaching that are thousands of dollars in value and price. But every single time I get a client or make a course sale or someone invests in my mentorship program, I am so unbelievably pumped for that person. I want to sell them. I'm obliged to sell them because it's no longer really sales. It's more that I'm making them make a better decision. I'm influencing them to make a good decision. I'm influencing a company to make a good decision and invest in my social media marketing services. Because a good example for me, recently one of my good client successes, an e-com store we started with 90 days ago, they were making 3K per month and they were now making, last month they made 26K in a 90-day period. So we took their business from 36K a year to 300K a year in 90 days. That is absolutely life transforming for the client. Now, this e-com store was run by one person. I've transformed that person's life. Their customers, and I believe in the product as well that they're selling, and their product is reaching more people. They therefore have more happy customers. So I'm obliged to sell my service. I'm obliged to influence my potential clients to become clients of mine. Now, you can call it sales all you want, but I strongly believe all you're really doing is influencing them to make a good decision. So when you make that switch and you really believe in the product and service you sell, you make the best product, the best service, all of a sudden that becomes the best and most powerful sales technique that you have. You know, yes, you can learn all this persuasion stuff. You can learn persuasion. You can learn like the law of reciprocity. You can learn all that good stuff, emotional selling, logical selling, tonality. Learn it all if you want to, overcoming objections. But, you know, if all that's going to do is get customers into the top of your funnel and then the lifetime value is 2 months retainer, what's the point? And not only that, you're not only, okay, like on your end of things, you're not only profiting less, but you've tarnished your reputation. And in business, your reputation is everything. If you are looking at a business for the short-term win, you are not going to be successful. You need to look at the long term. And the long-term game isn't right now make an extra 2K per month, an extra 10K per month. The long-term play is make a sacrifice of 20%, 50%, 80% profit margins right now. Make that sacrifice, but know that in 6 months, in 12 months, more good will come. The lifetime value of your customer will go up. Your reputation will go up. You will get more referrals. And the best and most important thing is you'll be making a difference and go to bed every single night knowing that you're making a difference in this world. Now, look, you might not be impacting millions of people yet, but the butterfly effect, the way I look at it is, if I get a client, and by the way, I only take on clients that I strongly believe in the business. I would never work with a client that I didn't believe in what they were selling. So I believe in all my clients and I like the products and services that all my clients sell. And I know that the businesses that I work with provide a good service. So by me taking on a client and increasing their revenue, increasing their sales, increasing their customer base, that is then impacting thousands of other people because they're then getting happy, they're making purchases and they're feeling good about themselves, okay? So it is like a real win-win circle. As soon as you make that flip of a switch from short-term gain, profit to most valuable, best service ever, okay? And a funny thing happens as well is in the short term, it may not be the case, but in the long term, you end up making a ton more money. Money is a byproduct of the value that you provide for your customers, okay? So that's the biggest take home for you in this video today. The most important sales technique is honestly believing in your own products. Believing in it because you know it makes a difference, all right? And like I said, I've got the prime example myself when I'm selling products, when I'm selling my own services. And it could not be more true. So hopefully you guys found some value in this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to subscribe. Drop a comment down below of your biggest takeaway. And if you guys are interested in a full A to Z of how to start your social media marketing agency, a more in-depth training that's going to cover how to get clients, how to sell clients, how to price, how to do results, how to build a team, how to automate, how to scale, the lot. I do have a training program that's linked down below that is 3 to 4 times cheaper than everybody else's on the market, but it has also got 10 times more value and the success rate is the highest of any social media marketing agency program on the market too. I have helped hundreds of people get clients, make more money, quit their job, and several of them have even gone on to hit 6 figures per year in income from what the training program teaches. So if you guys are interested in that, the link to the Social Media Marketing Academy program will be down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Please, please, please go and take action on what I said today. Really take some time to think about it, and you will start making more of a difference and more money immediately. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.